The first performance in Great Britain of Look Back in Anger was given at a Royal Court Theatre, Swallow Square, London, on 8th May 1956 by the English Stage Company. It was directed by Tony Richardson and the decor was by Alan Tagg. The cast was as follows: Jimmy Porter, Kenneth Hay, Cliff Lewis, Alan Bates, Alison Porter, Mary Wood, Helena Charles, Helena Hughes, Cornell Redfern, John Welsh. Act 1. The Porter's one room flat in a large Midland town, early evening, April. The scene is a fairly large attic room at the top of a large Victorian house. The ceiling slopes down quite sharply from L to R. Down R are two small windows. In front of this is a dark oak dressing table. Most of the furniture is simple and rather old. Up R in is a double bed running the length of most of the back wall, the rest of which is taken up with a shelf of books. Down R below the bed is a heavy chest of drawers covered with books, neckties, odds and ends, including a large tattered toy teddy bear and a soft woolly squirrel. Up L is a door. Below this is a wardrobe, small wardrobe. Most of the wall L is taken up with a high oblong window. This looks out onto the landing, but light comes through it from a skylight beyond. Below the wardrobe is a gas stove, and beside this a wooden foot cupboard on which a small portable radio. Down C is a sturdy dining table and three chairs, and below L and R two deep shabby leather armchairs. At the rise of curtain, Jimmy and Cliff are seated in the two armchairs, R and L respectively. All that we can see of either of them is two pair of legs, sprawled way out beyond the newspapers which hide the rest of them from sight. They are both reading. Beside them and between them is a jungle of newspapers and weeklies. When we do eventually see them, we find that Jimmy is a tall, thin young man, about 25, wearing a very worn tweed jacket and flannels. Clouds of smoke fill the room from the pipe he is smoking. He is a disconcerting mixture of certain sincerity and cheerful malice, of tenderness and freebooting cruelty, restless, importunate, full of pride, a combination which alienates the sensitive and insensitive alike, blistering honesty or apparently honesty. Like this makes few friends. To many he may seem sensitive to the point of vulgarity. To others he is simply a loud mouth. To be a vehement as he is to be most non-committal. Cliff is the same age, short, dark-boned, wearing a pullover and grey new but a very creased trouser. He is easy and relaxed, almost to lethargy, with the rather sad natural intelligence of the self-taught. If Jimmy alienates love, Cliff seems to exact if it demonstrations of it, at least even from the cautious. He is a soothing, natural counterpoint to Jimmy. Standing L below the food cupboard is Alison. She is leaning over an ironing board. Beside her is a pile of clothes. Hers is the most elusive personality to catch in the uneasy polyphony of three people. She is turned in a different way, a key of well-bred malice that is often drowned in the robust orchestration of the other two. Hanging over the grubby but expensive skirt, she is wearing a cherry red shirt of Jimmy's, but she manages somehow to look quite elegant in it. She is roughly the same age as the men. Somehow their combined physical oddity makes her beauty more striking than it really is. She is tall, slim, dark. The bones of her face are long and delicate. There is a surprising reservation about her eyes, which are so large and deep they should make equivocation impossible. The room is still, smoke filled. The one only sound is the occasional thud of Allison's iron on the board. It is one of those chilly spring evenings, all cloud and shadows. Presently, Jimmy throws his paper down. Jimmy, why do I do this every Sunday? Even the book reviews seem to be the same as last week. Different books, same reviews. Have you finished that one yet? Not yet, Cliff said. Jimmy, I have just read three whole four columns on the English novel, half of it's French. Do the Sunday papers make you feel ignorant? Cliff, not Arf. Jimmy, well, you are ignorant. You are just a peasant to Allison. What about you? You are not a peasant, are you? Allison absently. What's that? Jimmy, I said, do the papers make you feel you aren't so brilliant after all? Allison, oh, I haven't read them yet. Jimmy, I didn't ask you that. I said, Cliff, leave the poor girlie alone. She is busy. Jimmy, well, she can talk, can't she? You can talk, or can't you? You can express an opinion, or does the white woman's burden make it impossible to think? Allison, I am so sorry, I wasn't listening properly. Jimmy, you bet you weren't listening. Old Porter talks, and everyone turns over and goes to sleep, and Mrs. Porter gets them all going with the first yawn. Cliff, leave her alone, I said. Jimmy, shouting. All right, dear, go back to sleep. It's only me talking. You know, talking. Remember? I'm sorry. Cliff, stop yelling. I'm trying to read. Jimmy, why do you bother? You can't understand a word of it. Cliff, aha. Jimmy, you are too ignorant. Cliff, yes, and uneducated. Now shut up, will you? Jimmy, why don't you get my wife to explain it to you? She is educated. To her, that's right, isn't it? Cliff, kicking out a thin from behind his paper, leave her alone, I said. Jimmy, do that again, you Welsh ruffian, and I'll put your ears off. He bangs Cliff's paper out of his hands. Cliff, leaning forward, listen, I'm trying to better myself. Let me get on with it. You big horrible man, give it me. Put his hand out for paper. Allison, oh, give it to him, Jimmy, for heaven's sake, I can't think. Cliff, yes, come on, give me the paper. She can't think. Jimmy, can't think. Throw the paper back at him. She hasn't had a thought for years, have you? Allison, no. Jimmy, picks up a weekly. I'm getting hungry. Allison, oh no, not already. Jimmy, Cliff, he's a bloody pig. Jimmy, I'm not a pig. I just like food, that's all. Cliff, like it. You are a sexual maniac. Only with you it's food. You'll end up in the news of the world. Boys, you wait. Jimmy Porter, aged 25, was bound over last week after feeling guilty to interfering with a small cabbage and two tips of beans on his way home from the Builder's Arms. The accused said he hadn't been feeling well for some time and had been having blackouts. He asked for his good record as an air raid warden, second class, to be taken into account. Jimmy grins. Oh, yes. I like to eat. I like to live too. Do you mind? Cliff, don't you see any in your eating at all, you never get any fatter. Jimmy, people like me don't get fat. I have tried to tell you before. We just burn everything up. Now shut up while I eat. You can make some more tea. Cliff, good God, you have just had a pot full. I only had one cup. Jimmy, like hell, may make some more. Cliff, to Allison, isn't that right? Didn't I only have one cup? Allison, without looking up. That's right. Cliff, there you are, and she only had one cup too. I saw her. You guzzled the lot. Jimmy, reading his weekly, put the kettle on. Cliff, put it on yourself. You have seized up my paper. Jimmy, I am the only one who knows how to treat a paper or anything else in the house. Picks up another paper. Girl here wants to know whether her boyfriend will lose all respect for her if she gives him what he asks for. Stupid bitch. Cliff, just let me get it at her, that's all. Jimmy, who buys this damn thing? Throws it down. Haven't you read the other posh paper yet? Cliff, which? Jimmy, well, there are only two posh papers on a Sunday, the one you were reading and this one. Come on, let me have that one and you take this. Cliff, oh, all right, they exchange. I was only reading the Bishop of Bromley. Puts out his hand to Allison. How are you, Doolin? Uh, Allison, all right, thank you, dear. Cliff, grasping her head. Why don't you leave all that and sit down for a bit? You look tired. Allison, smiling, I haven't much more to do. Cliff kisses her hand and puts her fingers in his mouth. She's a beautiful girl, isn't she? Jimmy, that's what they all tell me. His eyes meet hers. Cliff, it's lovely, delicious paw you've got. I am going to bite it off. Allison, don't. I'll burn his shirt. Jimmy, give her her finger back and don't be so sickening. What's the Bishop of Bromley say? Cliff, letting go of Allison. Oh, it says here that he makes a very moving appeal to all Christians to do all they can to assist in the manufacture of H-bomb. Jimmy, yes, well, that's quite moving, I suppose, to Allison. Are you moved, Mama, my darling? Allison, well, naturally. Jimmy, there you are. Even my wife is moved. I ought to send the bishop a subscription. Let's see, what else does he say? Dum dum dim dim dum dum di dum di dum di dum. Oh yes, he's upset because someone has suggested that he supports the rich against the poor. He says he denies the difference of class distinction. This idea has been persistently and wickedly fostered by the working classes. Well, he looks up at both of them for reaction, but Cliff is reading and Allison is intent on her irony.